I like kindergarten because I like to learn. I like kindergarten because the projects and recess. My favorite thing about kindergarten is math.
A kindergarten collab is a general education classroom that has more supports included than what you may typically see in another general education classroom. We have students with disabilities included and students without disabilities included.
From the beginning, Kelly and I knew that all students were our students, so we took ownership of all students. To be able to meet the needs of all of our kids, we know that we have to deliver whole group instruction, small group instruction, and sometimes one-on-one instruction or support. We know that every day is going to be different, so we are flexible.
Our kindergarten collab classes, much like our visual impairment program, regularly incorporate the principles of universal design for learning, or UDL as we call it. When we're able to remove the barriers to learning for students, and even though we may be designing it for our specific students, it helps all of the students in the class. So rather than segregate them out and pull them into another environment, we actually have 2 teachers that co-teach throughout the day and then additional aid support.
So there are several different models that we use to co-teach. One of the ones we use the most is a station teaching, where we're each teaching a group and the kids rotate throughout the time period. We also do one teach, one assist. We'll do team teaching at the same time. We'll do parallel teaching, where we're both teaching the same subject but at a different level with different support embedded.
It's an even 50-50. We teach together, we participate with the kids within a lesson together. We really are able to bounce off of one another during a lesson, which is really helpful. So it's just natural.
What we found is as the kids are coming up from the preschool SDC classes is that they have strong academics, but they need additional supports with some of the language and some of the functioning within the classroom.
The different scaffolds that are being used may include visuals, language, sentence frames, the support of adults, and that might look like an instructional aid, sometimes 2, a teacher, a modification of the work, change of placement in the classroom, so maybe special seating, removing distractions.
The teachers are recognizing and seeing how it's making a difference in the skills that the kids are moving forward with.
I really truly feel that our school community creates a team that is so supportive of our classroom.
One of the critical components to make the collabs successful is really thoughtfully planning out our transitions. When students leave the kindergarten collab and go into a first grade setting, we need to ensure that they have the supports that they need in place regardless of what their setting looks like. About 70% of our kids leave kindergarten and go into a general education classroom. Some of them may have speech language services, some of them may have resource support program support or an RSP program or other types of related services.
I've seen so many children be able to move on to first grade with minimal support or no support in first grade. I've seen it year after year. We've had probably about 70–80% of our children move on to first grade gen ed.
This year we had parents that specifically requested their child's placement there because they had a child that was in that class the previous year. So the kids that have moved into first grade this year, the teacher said they could really tell the difference in the skill set that the kids had coming from Collab the previous year.
The importance of including all of our students together cannot be overstated. When students are segregated into the special day classes, they lose those opportunities to form authentic relationships with their peers. We also see that students in special day classes do not make the same academic growth as students who are fully included.
We are a team, so the teacher that I'm working with, my partner, and the instructional aides, we all have our heart in helping all students. And we know that this is going to be an evolving process, and it's very rewarding.
If you walk into our classroom, you will not know which student has an IEP and which student doesn't. No one stands out.
I like kindergarten because I like to do math. I like best in kindergarten is math. how to play with this at recess.